Good morning, everyone. This is Patrice Myrick, and it is Monday, April the 18th, 2016. And my name is Patrice Myrick. I am the founder of Patrice Myrick Ministries and the penswoman of Your Daily Reminder from God. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It's great to be alive in the land of the living, as my grandmother would say. Good morning, Minister Donald Graham. Good morning to you. I am so grateful this morning that God has allowed us to see another day of His grace and His mercy. Today's reminder from God is coming from Romans 12:18. I am going to paraphrase, and it says, "As much as lieth in you, if at all possible, make peace unto all men." And today's reminder from God is learn how to lean. Sometimes, in relationships, we have to be careful to not always want to have things our way. Other people have their own opinions, and we might not agree with those opinions, and to have peace, not say compromise yourself, but learn how to lean into another way of thinking, another way of allowing someone to voice their opinion, but not only voice their opinion, accept their opinion. It might not always be the way we want it or your thought process. Remember, we all have grown up with a mindset of how we were raised and how we think. But in order to keep peace, not only just with all men in relationships, even in the church, my goodness, we have to learn how to lean not to our own understanding, but understand that to keep peace, sometimes we have to just be quiet and allow people to be themselves. But even in marriages, I'm not married, but I know in marriages, we say compromise, but I'm saying lean to not just having your way, but lean towards your mate, lean towards understanding that it's not always going to be the way you think it's going to be, and have another way of thinking about it. Lean into understanding their thought process, and even digging deeper, is like, how did they come up with that thought? Where did it come from? Of course, it came from our own journey and how we were raised and how we were taught. So we have to understand that we all have our own way. We all have our own thought process, but we should not be upset with someone when they don't understand our point, because sometimes in an argument, we're so busy trying to argue to get our point across, we're not hearing the other person. We're too busy waiting for the opportunity to jump in and make our point and make it stand to where, no, this is my way, this is where I think you're wrong. No, we're not wrong. The other person is not wrong. They have a different way of thinking about it. So in order to keep the peace in marriages and relationships and friendships, and even in the church, we have to learn how to lean, and not to our own understanding, but lean to the point of, we're just going to say, you know what? I'm going to agree to disagree, and we're going to leave it at that. And I thank you for your opinion. And, I never thought of it that way. And so sometimes when we rephrase our words and we stop and pause and really listen to the other person's opinion and their thought process, we may learn something that we never even thought about, just because we're stuck in the way that our mindsets work. So we have to understand that in order to have peace, we have to understand that we have to lean. And sometimes leaning means just be quiet. Just be quiet. And I know it's hard sometimes. It's really hard. You want to get your point across, and you say, what in the world were they thinking? Well, how about they might be saying the same thing about you? So we have to remember to lean not to our own understanding, and just understand that we're all different. We all have, our thought processes are all different, and we process things differently, whether it be in situations, sometimes, even like when tragedies come or death comes, somebody say, well, she seems to be doing so fine. But did you ever think about that person that just doesn't want to talk at that moment? They're just saying, they don't want to hear the scriptures. They don't want to hear about, they're in a different place. They're in a better place. How about they just want to be, and they're trying to process the thought of doing life without that person? And that's hard. And, yes, Tina, just close your mouth. That's something God gave us, one mouth and two ears. So we are to listen just twice as much as we are to speak. So today I'm just reminding us and myself to lean to not our own understanding, but lean towards the person that is speaking, and understanding where their thought process is coming from and how they came about the conclusion, so that you can't even fathom. So we learn from each other. We are into wisdom. Yes, it is. It's a gift. Yes, God, it is a gift. And to discern when to shut up, that's also a gift. So we're going to pray for discernment on how to lean and to keep peace with our brothers, to keep peace with our mates, and to keep peace in the church, because things go on in the church and we don't understand them. There's a lot of people that make up the body of Christ. There's a lot of people that make up your particular branch of Zion, and they all have their own way. They all have their thought process. They were all raised differently, and we sometimes, even in a church meeting or even just a meeting trying to get something done, we need to just lean. And everyone's trying to get their point across, but just lean and just listen to the Lord and let the Lord speak. And in that leaning and in that quiet time, when you just stop talking, you can hear better. You can hear the thought process of another person if we just listen. Really listen to them and understand that they're not slow. They're not dumb or stupid. They just think differently. And even in relationships, even in marriages, like I said, I know it's a compromise. It's, but we're going to turn that word around to compromise to lean. Yes, sir. We all understand that. It can be frustrating sometimes trying to get your point across and trying to get someone to understand where you're coming from. But they're trying to do the same thing. So today we're going to learn how to lean, not to our understanding, and just lean and listen to the thought processes of others, so there could be peace in the land, peace in your home, peace in your church, peace with your children. Because sometimes children will say some things, my God, you will be like, wait a minute. And then you have to stop and you have to pause. Sometimes you have to walk away, because your first instinct is to do like my mom used to do. That head would spin around about 3 times. Like, what did you just say to me? So we have to be careful in that. And I'm guilty of that as well, because we always want to defend ourselves and to, get our point across and maybe even be right. But today, let's not say that we just want to be right. We want to learn how to lean and lean not to our understanding, listen to our sisters and brothers. And when the time comes and the Lord gives us discernment, to just be quiet and we can listen even better. Hi, good morning, Renee. So I thank you for tuning in this morning. Today's reminder from God, we're going to learn how to lean, and not to our own understanding. We're going to keep peace with our brothers and sisters. It can be hard sometimes, but today I'm going to challenge my own self just to shut my mouth sometimes, because sometimes people will say things and I have to, do a double take and then I respond. But a lot of times, being a preacher or being someone, we do talk a lot. So I'm going to learn how to lean today and shut my mouth and listen to someone else's viewpoint and maybe grow and learn from them as well. I thank you all for joining me today. Again, my name is Patrice Myrick. I am the founder of Patrice Myrick Ministries and the Penswoman of Your Daily Reminder from God. I want to remind you also, my brother, Minister Donald Graham, he is on YouTube, and he also has a 2-minute drill. My goodness, I need you to check him out on YouTube. He's also on Facebook, and he has 2 wonderful books. And one of the books that really blessed my life was Navigating the Season of Change, and that is also on Amazon. That book blessed my life, because we all go through seasons, and we all, the change of the season and the process of change is hard for us. And sometimes the change is so quick, we never saw it coming. Whether it be a loss of a loved one, loss of a job, financial issues. But I encourage you today to reach out to Amazon and take a look at what he's doing. Take a look at him on Facebook, the 2-minute drill. Also today at 8:30, my sister Marquisa, you can follow her at I Am Marquisa. She is doing her leadership lift. I won't be able to listen. I have to listen to the replay because I'll be at work. But I just want you to let's support each other and whatever we're doing in ministry. Lift each other up, encourage each other, because when God gives you an assignment, it's not easy. It's always, you kind of think about it. I know my brother Minister Donald shared about this struggle with Periscope and another entity of social media, but you know what? God will use whatever he can to get the word out. So let's be obedient to what God is doing. Let's not abuse it, but use it as a tool to help each other to grow and to get our gift out there and allow God to use us in a mighty way. So have a blessed day. I love you with the love of the Lord. And remember that Paradigm Shift Women's Conference is September 17, 2016. You can receive that information on www.patricemyrickministries.com. And please pray for me, because I am pushing to get this book done before the conference. Donald, I need your prayers, my brother, because you push a book out in a minute. It seems like it's easy for you, but I know behind the scenes it is a struggle, because you have to really process the thought and what God is doing in your life. So I thank you for your prayers. I'm praying for you. I love you with the love of the Lord. Have a wonderful day. It is Monday. Have a beautiful day out there. Enjoy the day, a new day of your grace and his mercy. And remember, learn how to lead. God bless you. I love you. Have a great day.